Hi, this is TCG, and in this video I'll be showing you how to do the CTF called Pwned. Let's get started with a net discover and an nmap as usual. There are three ports open on the machine: an FTP server, an SSH server, and an Apache HTTP server. Let's check out what the server has. So we see that this is the server here, and it says a last note from attacker. I am Anilin. I am the hacker. Hacked your server with your employees, but they don't know how I use them. Now they worry about this. Before finding me, investigate your employees first, lol, then find me boomer XT. Sure. If I go to paid source, oops, there is nothing here except this particular line which says, I forgot to add this on last note. You're pretty smart as I thought you are, as I thought. So here I left for you. She sings very well. I loved it. So the very first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go Buster in order to check for any directories or files on the web page. Thanks to GoBuster, we know that there are three directories and one file on the server. Let's check them out one by one. If I go to the robots.txt one, it just says that there is a particular directory as slash nothing. But this is the same one that we got here. So let's see what this one has. This is literally, I said nothing, bro. And even if I go to paid source, it has nothing on it. If I go, but then we have two more: the server status, which we're not allowed to access because this is status 403. But there is another one which is hidden text. If I open this one, it has a secret dictionary, which may be a bunch of directories on the web page. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to curl this particular directory into a file named dirs for directories. And now that I have this, I'm going to use GoBuster once again. But instead of using the word list that is given, I'm going to use this particular file. And now thanks to that, we know that there is a particular directory called or a file called pwn.vuln. If I go here, then it asks for username and password. Let's see the paid source of this. We see there is a username called FTP user and a password, boss page. But let's see if we can access the FTP server using these credentials. Now that I'm in the FTP server, I'm going to look for any files and any directories that can help us get into the system using SSH. I now have two files from this particular server. The first one is id underscore rsa. And I believe that this is the key for the SSH that we can use. The other one is a node.txt file, which says, wow, you're here. Ariana won't be happy about this note. Sorry, Ariana. If I want to use this key, the first thing I'm going to do is change the permissions for this key. Now, in the note earlier, there was a name, Ariana, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Ariana. So let's use this particular as name as username for the SSH and see what we get using the ID underscore RSA, which is the key. And we are into the system as Ariana. And we already have our first flag here. There we go. It says that we need to become root, and we shall try to do exactly that. But then we have another file here that says Ariana personal.diary, and let's see what this has. It says Selena fight with me for Ajay, so I open her hidden text on server. Now she is responsible for the issue. It's possible that the next user that we need to go through is Selena for the next user flag. And let's see what this particular ID Ariana has. They don't have any particular permissions that we can use. If I go to sudo /l, we see that we can use this particular file .sh file as Selena. So if I go here, and there is indeed a messenger.sh file. If I open this file, it says, so essentially this is a messenger service. But in this particular shellcode here that we can see this line, this means that what we put in this particular input MSG, which is this particular one, enter message for the name, we may be able to gain access for the Selena account. So let's try this. So if I now try to run this as Selena, username any doesn't matter, I'm just gonna put tcg here. But for the message, if I put bin bash, and if I just say who am I am finally into the Selena account. The very first thing that comes to mind is just spawning a shell using Python 3. Let's check this particular account for the second flag. And there we go. The second flag. You are near to me, you find Selena too, try harder to catch me. This most likely means that we have to get the root access, which we will do anyway. But we'll see that this is a particular diary for Selena here. Let's see what this says. It says it's Selena's personal diary. Today, Ariana fought with me for Ajay. So I left her SSH on FTP. Now she's responsible for the leak. This is users to us. But if I do ID here, we see that this particular account is in the Docker group as well. So if I just say Docker images, we see that there is Alpine here. Now Alpine has a vulnerability that we can use to gain root access. This particular command is available on GTF bins under the Docker. Now if I do here, I just say who am I? Root. We finally have root access to the machine. Lastly, there it is. That's the final flag of this machine. Thank you for watching.